Hello followers and welcome back to the Minecraft Weekly Snapshot. This week is 13 week 41A and there wasn't a 40A last week as lots of things were not finished, but those things have now been finished and oh boy have we got a good snapshot today guys. So let's take a look at the new features. Banana stained glass, and we'll get to that in a moment, but this is the major addition, stained glass and stained glass panes, but there has been a bunch of other things done as well, and I'm just going to take you through those couple of things. So first off, Minecraft Snapshot 13 week 41A. So this week has seen major work done on the rendering system and the networking code. Now I'm not going to get too much into that, but it's good. Trust me. So that's been what's mainly been going on, and one small change is that iron bars can now connect to glass panes. So if I get some iron bars here and some glass, just regular old glass panes, you will see that these can now connect with each other. Pretty cool, kind of handy I guess, maybe useful in some builds. And after unpausing the game, the world catches up on missed time, effectively removing the ability to stop time by pausing the game. This is most likely a bug, and the way you can see this in action is if you go and just press S, for example, like this, and then leave the computer for maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, and then press back to game, the world will basically catch up to where you are. It doesn't pause. So for this snapshot, if you want to use it, then I would just log out if you don't want to be here for a little bit. So, in addition to that, we've also had the main feature this week, which is stained glass and stained glass panes. And as you can see, these are them. And these look a bit bugged at the moment. You can see the back of them. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. They come in 16 different colours, all the colours that the wool and the clay could be in. And let's show you how to craft them. So if you want to craft these guys, you're going to need 8 pieces of glass and some dye in the middle, and that will give you 8 of its respective type. So if I get some glass and let me get some lapis here, we'll craft up some blue windows. Let's drop the lapis in the middle, surround it with glass, and as you can see you get 8 blue stained glass. Very cool. And to make the panes, then you need to put 6 in your crafting grid, like you would with trapdoors and wood, and you get 6 of the stained glass pane. I think this is actually a bug at the moment that it gives you 6. I think you're meant to get 16, because if you craft normal glass panes like that, you get 16. But if you do it with these, you get 6. But I think that's a bug. But there we go, that's how you craft them. And we'll take a look at the window panes as well. These come in the 16 different colours too. As you can see through them, sort of. It's kind of tricky, but very, very cool. Very handy now for some builds. Particularly, I'm sure we'll see a lot of churches and things now with stained glass windows. And I'm sure many people will come up with some new designs. I'm looking forward to seeing what I can come up with these things. And also what the guys on Vanilla Go-Go are going to be able to come up with as well. So that's a pretty nice addition. As I said, it's available in all 16 colours. It uses the block ID 95, which replaces the locked chest. Now, if you don't know what the locked chest is, it was an old block which was added as an April Fool's joke in beta 1.4. And actually, the stained glass was part of an April Fool's joke as well. Maybe that's a coincidence, I don't know. But it's replaced that, so if you have any locked chests in your world, they will become stained glass. Most people shouldn't have any, they disappear after a while anyway. Now this next change is really, really cool. And even though it's only a bug fix, it is very, very handy and well overdue actually. The block transparency has now been fixed, so the ice, portals and water are now visible behind each other. And what I mean by that is, let's just head over here to the portals that we have set up. Before, if you look in 1.6, you wouldn't be able to see the water with a portal in front of it. And with ice, you could never ever see water through ice. That's no longer the case, and also, I'm sure many of you have run into this bug where you wouldn't see the bottom of the ice. You can now see the bottom of the ice. So it's very, very handy. And you can do the same thing with portals as well. They had some issues. You can't really see much through portals anymore. But you can just make out there, well I can anyway, you might not be able to see it on the video, but I can just make out that water can be seen behind it. So that's a major bug fix, guys. I'm really impressed with that one. Moving on from that, there is also the server list has been improved. The message of the day, which is the little message below the title that you put in for it, can have multiple lines, but it can't go off screen anymore. Before, some servers had long message lines which went off the screen. Servers can now have icons as well, just a little addition so that you can find your server which you really want to play on a little more quickly. And there's been some network code rewrote. I'm not going to go too much into that, but it uses Netty now over what it used before, and it's just been a load of optimizations mainly. And there's also been, as always, a bunch of bug fixes, and there's quite a few notable ones this week, so I'll go through the notable ones with you as well. So fire aspect now works again. It didn't work in the previous snapshot. The beacon beam now displays once again. That wasn't working in the last snapshot. Lighting on leaves now works correctly again, and this was something that I really wanted to see fixed. As you can see here, leaves look normal again. If you go back and look in 39B, leaves looked awful, but they've now been fixed. You might even be able to see it in my 39B video, so I'm really impressed with that. Glad that they fixed that bug. I was really hoping that it wasn't intentional, and it wasn't, so it's all good. Moving on from this, there is also fixed text not being readable on some machines. There were some issues with that have now been fixed. Fixing sending the games incorrect. Fix the game sending incorrect and additional frames to the video buffer. For those who recorded with DxTory, which I'm recording with Fraps right now, but those of you who were recording with DxTory would have ran into issues with additional frames, and that's all been fixed. There was a major problem with that. And also, notable bug fix here, logs are now created again. That's the server logs, and that's going to be just about it. They're all the notable bug fixes. As always, if you want to check out more bug fixes, or if you want to check out some more in-depth information about these features, then there will be a link down below to the Mojang bug tracker page, the Mojang blog post, and the Reddit changelog. So that's your places to go if you want to see more information. And on top of that, I have one final thing to say for today, and that is a big thank you to all of my viewers, because as of today, my channel has broken 75,000 views. And I just wanted to include a little snippet of that here at the end of the episode for this week's snapshot. So I thank you guys greatly for that. It's been amazing over the past year and a half, and I look forward to continuing to produce some content for you guys. I'm really enjoying it. I have no intentions of stopping, and I hope that you will be willing to join me along for the ride. So that's going to be just about it from me today, guys. I hope that you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next weekly snapshot. So until then, guys, see you later, and have a good day.